What's up, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Welcome in, welcome in.
Good to see you.
You too.
Dude, this area is incredible.
Isn't it cool?
What's going on, brother?
Welcome in.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Broke ground in July, but this was just all just like dirt and like grass, like meadowy,
Wow.
and just nothing. And so we created this over the last like 6 to 7 months.
Dude, this is amazing.
Yeah. It came out so good, and it was just basically a way to create a space to be creative and have friends and family over and just hang out.
It's so funny. I'm like, if Justin is like curing people's backyards and landscape, and like if he doesn't have a badass backyard or landscape back here,
Yeah.
we're gonna start questioning, man.
Well, that's what it was. It was so bad. I was like, oh man, I gotta actually like
you gotta represent.
Walk the walk a little bit.
Yeah. This is, you can invite like clients over and just like come on over.
Yeah,
like this
that's
is
the plan.
exactly like the ideal backyard transformation. I see you got the plunge there too.
Yeah, I got the plunge, which is like a morning standard every day. So the cycle is usually like hit the sauna right away, 15 minutes, do a plunge, do a swim, go back in the sauna, one more plunge, shower, and then I'm like ready to go.
Dude,
conquer the day.
That's so awesome.
Hey guys, step into the backyard. Let's take a look around. So what you're gonna see here is the hot tub and pool. We decided to go with a hot tub that was all one level so we could have the cover that comes out on an electric motor and completely seals this off. It's a big safety aspect for me. I just always want to make sure if we're leaving that this area is safe. We also put in a Baja deck right here, which as you can see is only about 6 inches of water. So you can actually just come in here, hang out. It's great for the kiddos. It's great for just lounging and spending some time. If you're thinking about a swimming pool, the big thing I'd say is the deep end, the swimming end, you definitely want to have a section like that. But we have found this Baja deck is where we spend 80 to 90% of our time. Something that most people will make really small. I like it to be half the pool. Why not? Here we got the really cool Teco block pavers. These are Travertina raw style. So they're going to give you this travertine paver, travertine style, almost like a tile look, but they're actually concrete pavers with a beautiful sealant on it. So you can spill stuff, you can drop stuff, the kids could be out here making a mess, and all you gotta do is hose it down. As you can see, it's a little dirty right now. We'll take the hose out later today. It'll look beautiful after just a few minutes. Going over here is really where the yard comes together. This was extremely important to me that we included this. We wanted to have a cold plunge, a sauna, and an outdoor shower where we could just really start the day in the right mindset. Being here in a somewhat stressful environment with work not too far away and a lot of times working from home, this is kind of our sanctuary escape space. So every single morning I start my day the same way. It's a 15-minute sauna, about 190 degrees, shower off, jump in the cold plunge for 2 minutes, do a little swimming, I'm back in the sauna for another 15 minutes, 2-minute cold plunge, and then I'm ready to go work out, ready to go hit the day, whatever I need to do. I know that my mind is in the right place. As a CEO, as an entrepreneur, we are hit with so many things at work. And the worst thing you could do is show up to your office in a stressed mindset. Your team, they really count on you to be the stability, to be the foundation for the company. And if you're bringing your stress into the office, then they don't even have a chance, right? You kind of set the ceiling of how much stress can live in your business and still be comfortable. Out here, we decided to go with a real lawn. This was really important to us. We didn't want the artificial turf in this specific area. And the main reason is just we have sun all day back here. And I love artificial turf in the right applications. But for this area, we wanted a place where we could have the kids play, we could have the dogs out here, and we could just have a place that is really just natural and spiritual and not artificial, if you know what I mean. So I'm a big proponent of real grass. And if you're trying to decide between the two, I'd push you towards real grass personally, but that's just my preference. Artificial turf definitely has its place. As we come around here, you'll see this line of palm trees, and we got it on both sides. So we decided to put palm trees along each edge just to give it that tropical feel. We love visiting Hawaii. My sister lives out there, and so we kind of wanted a little bit of slice of paradise here. So you'll see there's a lot of tropical plants, palm trees, bird of paradise, and some other kind of tropical vibes. But we also wanted to honor the area we're in, this like kind of historical country rural part of California, which is called Corralitos, California. And so we also have these pittosporum that are native here to California and actually give it a little bit of that contrast. So We kind of call it the country hideout with the tropical vibes. And that's exactly what you get when you look back over here. That about does it. We could take you up into the kitchen next. All right, guys, so check out the kitchen. Over here on the countertop, we went with the quartz tile. It's really nice, durable, holds up to weather. It does get a lot of sun and rain, so we want to make sure we go with something super durable. We got a built-in 5-burner gas range right here. It's plumbed into the natural gas, so it's really nice to make sure that like you don't have to change out propane all the time or anything like that. And then we have this really cool shaker cabinetry. Now this is all aluminum, so it's going to hold up really, really well to the elements. It's going to stay super clean, and it's going to give you a ton of storage under here. Definitely one of my favorite parts. Now this thing behind me is a regret. This is what I wish I would have done. This is a great like flat top grill here, Blackstone, Weber, pick your poison, but I do have the propane, and it's not tied in, and it's not built into the kitchen. So if I could go back 6 months and redo this, I actually would have put a flat top in instead of the barbecue. And I would have had the barbecue like this, because we use this 4 or 5 nights a week, and we use the barbecue probably once a week. So you really got to ask yourself, how often are you cooking and what are you cooking? Over here, we just got our nice outdoor furniture. We decided not to go with a hard layout here. So this is just a big open space. The only thing that's not mobile is the bar. And we wanted to make sure that we could change this around, move it around for events, for friends, depending on how we're entertaining. Now, if you look up, this is actually one of my favorite parts of this entire backyard, is we have this really amazing pergola here. We've got our heaters and we've got our fans, we've got our lighting, everything's kind of set on this pergola. And these louvers, they actually open and close depending on how you want to let light in, and it's fully watertight as well. So during the winter, this thing seals up and we could have an outdoor kitchen. And we actually did this a couple months ago. It was dumping rain, we're here watching TV, hanging out, we've got the heaters going. It's just nice to be outside instead of being trapped inside every time it's raining. That about wraps up our tour. Now, the one last thing I will say is we got these really cool outdoor lights. And if you're thinking about finalizing your project and you're on the fence about the low voltage lighting, it is a bit of an expense, but I have to tell you, it brings the entire yard to life as soon as the sun goes down. And yeah, during the summer, maybe it's 9:30 when it gets dark, but during the winter, it's 5 or 5:30. So having the lights come on during the winter is an absolute game changer. Highly recommend making sure to add that part of your project. All right, guys, it's been the tour of the Backyard Sanctuary. Hope you enjoyed. If you guys want to check out anything else like this, go to knDlandscaping.com. You can see all the projects we've done on there and get inspired. That's the whole goal here. All right, thanks.
Yeah. Let's take them back. Coming up, I was confused. My mama kissing a girl. Confusion occurs coming up in the cold world. Daddy ain't around, probably out committing felonies. My favorite rapper used to sing, check out my melody. I wanna live good, so shit, I sell dope for a 4-finger ring. One of them gold ropes. Nana told me if I pass, I get a sheepskin coat. If I can move a few packs, I get the hat. Now that'd be dope. Tossed and turned in my sleep that night. Woke up the next morning, niggas have stole my bike. Different day, same shit, ain't nothing good in the hood. I run away from this bitch and never come back if I could. Hated to love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. Hated to love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me. On the grill of my low rider, guns on both sides, right above the gold wires.
It's the worst and the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, it's like
literally the worst and the best feeling in the world. I'm right there with you.
It's like, oh man, this is great.
I stay strapped like Carson, been banging since my little nigga Rob got killed for his Walker. That's 10 years, I told Pooh in 95, I'll kill you if you try me for my Air Max 95s. Told Banks when I met him, I'm a ride.
Yeah, typical Sunday right here.
Sauna in the plunge.
Cold plunge, sauna, ready to go. Hit the week strong.
Let's go. Dude, that's such an epic hat too, dude. Hell yeah.
I know. It makes a difference when it's 200 degrees in here.
Yeah.
Today we came out, we got some footage in the outdoor kitchen, we shot some awesome content, did the cold plunge, worked out, went into the sauna, and just kind of reset the mind, the body, the soul, ready to hit Monday with absolute full speed.
Justin, where are we off to right now?
We're headed to the Watsonville Airport. We're gonna go get the plane pre-flighted and go for a little cruise around Santa Cruz.
We're flying?
We're gonna go fly. Let's go.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
could
it's on
YouTube
web browser
stuff.
here too. That's
Dude, that's insane. That's literally next level.
Yeah, let's do it. We're on our way to the airport right now. Gonna go take the plane up, and we're just thinking about the goals, the future, the vision. And the K&D goal is clear. It's $1 billion in value by 2035 and $150 million in employee equity. But there's something that's even more pressing, that's so much bigger than the company financials. It's making sure our entire team wins, because if one person is left behind on the vision, then it wasn't a success. And what we've recently discovered is we want to improve the well-being, the life, the happiness and the joy that everybody has who works in the landscape industry. We want to be the boat that rises the tide. And so the mission here is to get our entire company to a minimum wage of $100,000 in salary. That means that every single person that works at K&D Landscaping in the future will earn a minimum of $100,000 on their W-2. I'm extremely passionate about this, and it actually came about just a few months ago. Our mission has always been to pay well, but we never really set a goal financially or set a target of where we wanted to hit, a benchmark. It was on a Tuesday evening about 6:30. I was leaving the office, and a pizza delivery car pulled into our parking lot. And Miguel gets out. Miguel works at our company. I go, Miguel, what are you doing? Driving a pizza delivery car. He's like, hey man, like I'm working this job because I need to make extra money. He's trying to get his wife to come over and get her citizenship here in the United States. And it's costing him $5,000 to $7,000 a month of lawyer fees, of immigration. It's just incredible. And the stories are so impactful. Like, it really was moving. And I started asking him more questions, and he said, well, after this, I get off around 9:30 and I go and drive Uber till like 1, 2 in the morning, or as long as I can. And then I show up to work at 5:30 to work at K&D. And I just left that conversation with this idea of like, I need to help my team. Like, my team is struggling just to make ends meet. And it's an environment that has been created over the decades and decades of the trade industry and the landscape industry being artificially held down by just like society. I don't even know, it's not one person, it's not one thing, it's just what it is. And like, that's not a reason to allow it to continue, just because it is what it is. And everyone that has come before me, I feel, is just kind of like, well, that's just all you can make, mowing lawns. And the truth is that I think we're in a point with technology, we're at a point of like human consciousness, which is kind of weird because AI is taking us maybe actually even deeper into what's truly meaningful to us, as it takes jobs away from white collar lawyers and doctors and other professions. It's only amplifying the value that the trades people have, that the landscaper has. And I do believe we're at the point where we've got the flywheel moving, it's picking up speed, and we want to be the gearbox, we want to be the inertia, the energy that moves that flywheel forward. And that's our mission. Like, beyond all things, we want to raise the bar, and we want to make it to where every landscaper can actually make $100,000 a year and can live a great life and can afford to go on vacations and can afford to send their kids to the schools they want to send them to. Just because it is the way it is, just because it's been this way for 50, 60, maybe 100 years, doesn't mean we have to continue that. And I believe with what we're doing within K&D, the technology we're implementing, the robotics we're deploying, that the people who once mowed the lawns and got paid $20 an hour will be the same people that oversee a fleet of robots making $100 or $150 an hour. Because instead of being able to mow just this one area, they have 5 mowers going on at once, or maybe 10, and they're overseeing that fleet. And no one from the tech industry is going to be able to come in and manage the robotic fleet, because they don't understand what a good maintained property looks like. They don't understand what goes into that. And unfortunately, many kids today are not being taught how to lay pavers or how to install bricks or how to build decks or how to maintain a property, because the mindset is, well, there's going to be robots to handle that. That gap is our game. That is our opportunity to strike, and strike immediately. So it's not a matter of we're going to just work slowly to make this happen. It's a matter of taking massive action every single day to move the needle forward. And we're seeing it because our promotions, our raises, our team, we're seeing our minimum wage creep up 10, 12, 15, 20% a year. We're able to increase some of our salaries with the technology, with the efficiencies. And here's what I'll say to everybody out there is, like, if you're afraid of technology, it's probably not even fear at the end of the day. The thing that is probably holding you back the most is it's overwhelming. There's so much out there. Like, and every day there's a new AI and a new tool and a new this and a new app. And that is only going to accelerate. There's the least amount of technology in our world today than there ever will be. And you just have to come to terms with that and come to reality with that. But it's the same way that a desalination plant works, right? You have all this water in the ocean and we have all this technology. You can't just go and desalinate the entire ocean overnight, but you can do like 1 gallon a day with the right system. So you have to create your own desalination plant. You have to create your own filtration plant around technology. You can't try out every tech tool. You've got to pick 2 or 3 every single month and go all the way in on those things and block everything out, because that's what a filter does, right? A filter blocks a certain amount of things out. You've got to densify your technology filter, and you've got to be really, really careful about what you're listening to, who you're listening to, and what you're doing with that information. The more intentional you can be around technology, the more you'll start to feel in control. The truth is, I definitely don't even feel in control of technology, and I don't know if anyone actually does, if we're being honest with ourselves, but you can make progress on that. And again, it's not about just being perfect and trying to find this like new sense of clarity and this idea that technology is perfect. It's this idea that every day we're making progress towards our goal. And this is going back to the filter. This is what's so, so powerful about having a core focus in your business and your life. Every single thing we do at K&D, we ask ourselves, does this move us closer to $100,000 minimum wage or further away from $100,000 minimum wage? And if it moves us further away, we cancel the meeting. We don't go on the trip. We don't onboard the technology. We don't move into that market. We don't even take on that client. Because if it's not moving us closer to $100,000 minimum wage, it's moving us further away. And that is not anything we're going to tolerate. So if you are struggling in business, if you're struggling in life, it's most likely because you don't have something worth fighting for. You don't have something that really, really resonates with you. Find that thing. And I'll just tell you guys, it took me 10 years to find this. And it took Miguel coming by the office, and I didn't tell you earlier what he asked me. He asked if I had any extra work for him on Saturday or Sunday, because he wants to work 7 days a week. That's where he's at, guys. That's where he's at. And that's who I'm doing it for. And every time I'm tired, every time I feel like I can't do this, every time I get scared or nervous or worried that we're gonna go bankrupt because we have millions of dollars going through our bank account every single week, I just remember Miguel, and I just remember how hard he's working to provide for his family. Boom, we're here. Yeah, isn't she sweet? So this is the plane, 1978 Grumman Tiger. Perfect little California get-around plane. Fly to the job sites, fly to different branches. It's about a 2.5, 3 hour flight to Vegas from here, 2 hour flight to San Diego. Perfect.
Dude, that's the next level. Kind of almost like overwhelming looking at it in person. Like, this thing actually like goes up and down, dude. Like,
Dude, yeah, it actually flies around. It's actually crazy to think about. And then when you're 10,000 feet up and you look out and you just see this little wing, you're just like, wow.
This is keeping me afloat.
This little beer can with the motor on it just keep me going.
Dude.
Mine's great.
Dude, you're practically like Tom Cruise, man.
Dude, I feel kind of like Tom Cruise here.
Justin, tell me a little bit about what's in here, man.
So we're sitting here in the Grumman Tiger. It's a pretty simple setup. We've got our basic gauges right here that you need, your altimeter, all your things, your VSI, your fuel gauge. We got our roll and pitch, all the things that you need in a plane. And most of the time when you look at a plane, it's like really overwhelming. The truth is most of what you're probably looking at is like a fuse box or fuses. And there's less switches than you actually realize that control the actual, activities and movement of the plane. But in this thing, the Grumman Tiger is pretty simple. You got your fuel, your mixture, your throttle, you got your fuel pump, and then you got your lights. Other than that, you pretty much just, yoke this thing around and fly the plane. It's pretty fun.
Dude, I hear you fly occasionally.
Yeah, I fly sometimes.
Dude, this is so cool.
Use for emergency exits. Emergency exit is just right here. Pull that back, open it up, and we're good to go. And any of these windows are also pop out. So if you do have any need to egress through here, you just pop it out and you're good to go. Other than that, the Y is for your questions. Any questions? All right, let's roll.
Altimeter 29er,
19006, which is perfect. It's straight down the gut, straight down the pipe, as they say. Yes. Also, traffic tire 664 is on the go. 20 for departure. Let's go. Cage is in the green. Airspeed's alive. 59 knots is our rotate speed. There it is. We just slightly pull up. And we're flying, guys. Departure towards Aptos. Let's go. So we maintain that neighborhood right over there. Just behind the wing, all those houses. It's one of our HOAs, Canyon del Sol. It's one of our clients. This house right there too, with the beautiful, huge lawn. That's one of our houses that we maintain as well. We got a couple robots over there right now, actually mowing the lawn. It's pretty cool. A little bit glary, but if you go out, like in the morning, you are probably gonna see a shark down here. Keep your eyes peeled. You might just see one today.
I actually do. I see one.
Yeah.
One, two.
Oh, I see that too.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Whoa. Are those whites?
Those are great white sharks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those over there? Two?
Yeah. You guys.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them.
Whoa. This
Four
is actually super sick. That's kind of rare. Yeah, that was really cool.
As soon as we said it too.
500 feet of any person place. Gosh. It's there. All right, that means we're perfect. Glide slope. Everything's looking good. Then we just flare it out. Yeah, guys. All right. Good job.
That was sick.
Hell yeah.
That was awesome.
So cool.
We got to see sharks fly over the
I
ocean.
know. Perfect landing.
Good landing. That was a great flight. Just how we planned it.
That's how we planned it.
Yeah, so pretty much just 3 years since I got my license. It was March 15th, 2023. I took my check ride right here. I was so nervous because the examiner basically was like, I did a few things, and he's like, all right, fly back to the airport. And I thought I messed something up. And he's like, just land the plane and go park it. And I'm like, dude, I for sure failed this thing. And so landed it, parked it. I'm just sweating. I'm ready for him to just lay into me. And then I get out, meet him in front, and he goes, "Hey, meet me inside." So I walk in, and he's got the certificate signed. He's like, "Congratulations, you're now officially a pilot." I was like, "Dude, I thought you were gonna fail me." He's like, "No, you nailed everything except the crosswind landing." He's like, "That was pretty sketchy, actually. I was a little scared for myself." But he passed me, and I've worked on my crosswind landings quite a bit since. These are cool little planes. These little acrobatic planes. That might have been one of the ones that flew over earlier.
Nailed that flight.
Dude, we nailed it. It was easy.
I can't
Just
believe
such
you
a
do
fun
that
day.
all the time.
All the time. That's like a once a week or more occurrence. It's awesome. It's super fun.
It seems like almost like riding a bike for you, dude.
It kind of
Seriously.
is. It's like the biggest thing is follow the checklist. Like never forget the checklist. Like this, like I do my math,
your
I
Bible.
put in the calculations, but like this thing right here, this is our Bible. And as long as you're reviewing this and making sure you follow everything and saying it out loud, even if you're by yourself, like checklist discipline is everything in a plane. And obviously you can apply that to basically anything in life, but it's like follow the SOP and you'll be fine. Now we roll it back in. That's the other nice thing about this plane. It's so light. You know, it just takes one person to move it around manually.
Will the other one take like 2 people, you think, or
Sometimes, or you need a little motorized pusher.
thing to kind of do it?
Yeah, this thing is just a little muscle, and you're in business. This is one of the skills. Ask any pilot. This is the hardest part of their job, actually, is backing up a tricycle plane where you have the front wheel that casters like this.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's so hard. This is probably the hardest part of my training, was getting this dialed, believe it or not. I was more nervous about parking the plane when I was first learning than I was flying it. Because everybody's watching you at the school.
Oh, God, yeah, I bet.
No lights are on, and we're good to go.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Dude,
Right?
I just can't believe it. Like we had ourselves
day.
like a whole day.
Whole day.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah. We got a little bit of everything in. What a sick day.
What it's
Yeah.
like a normal Sunday for you though.
Yeah, pretty much. With a little bit of exception. Like I got a little more done, actually, funny enough. Like I sent a few emails and hit the gym, went flying. We pretty much checked off all the boxes of stuff I like to do.
Well, dude,
So
we're
thanks,
gonna be doing this guy's content, so stay tuned.
Let's do it.
Absolutely loving this, dude.
We're so excited for it. Let's go.